Doing something today. I know it probably ain't easy to get out these days, but Friday night, I think me and Malcolm gonna pull up to this drink my man is doing in Charlotte. It's a free event. Starts at 7. Again, I know it probably ain't the easiest to get out, but I tagged you in it just as
Let's see. Would you tag me on?
Facebook. It's in Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't been on a social media lately.
It's a little theme going here.
What's that?
A lot of not social media media ing.
Yeah, that shit is it just gets it gets in the way of my attention.
Common theme, common conversation nowadays. I love it.
I'm actually thinking about getting rid of my iPhone, getting a flip phone.
Yeah, I've been thinking the same shit.
Damn, my son did that. He has a flip phone.
Yeah, I can do all this shit, all the other shit. I can do it on a computer, and I'll, you know what I mean?
Life back, right?
Yeah, make me more productive. You know what I mean?
Happier.
Yeah, happier. I used to be scrolling on this shit, not doing nothing important.
I had a lot of thoughts, but that ain't been one of them. I gotta be honest. I ain't quite there yet. It does, like man, you said it, though. It does.
It's also a great way to say fuck the system too.
Kind
of paying for our own destruction in a way with this tech and using these fucking apps and tools.
Down, man.
Is what?
It's just dumbing us down.
Yeah.
Really? I be thinking that shit be making me smart.
I like the
Cause they'll pitch something. If you do it, I do the homework a little bit. I'll go to YouTube. Like, is this shit for real? Or I try to pitch it out. You know, some of it do be bullshit and dumb, but yeah.
I think everything is a double-edged sword, man. And I think we're catching the hell end of this motherfucker right now. Like, there are definitely some useful things and things we get out of them, but there's so much damage being caused to society because of it, and to us as individuals, man. It's like the snake eating its tail thing, man.
Well, I just think what's sad is like we've become reliant. You know what I mean? Like so many young people have just like, we're all fortunate to have grown up in a time where social media and the internet and shit like that didn't exist. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? You know, like you had to go outside and play until the damn streets.
Is that the tech's fault though, or is that our fault?
Is who?
Is it the technology's fault or is it our fault?
Yes.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I know, Bobby, like, I think, Bobby, you said your kids don't even have, like, iPads or whatever, right? So, you know what I mean? They probably get remnants of stuff at school, but, you know, like, yeah, I mean.
Man, I remember we were at, like, a soccer thing, and my wife was playing soccer. It was an indoor deal. And my oldest son's buddy from class and stuff was there. Like, I think his dad was on the co-ed team as well. And they were sitting there, they were playing some games and shit on the phone. And the kid was like, yo, what kind of game console does Declan have? So he ain't got no game console. And the look on the kid's face, what?
Right.
He moved to another table.
Damn.
He was 5. You know what I mean? I ain't fucking with this old man. No gaming console shit.
Right, I heard of these people. Get away from them. Yeah.
Her kids get bullied over what brand of phone they have and shit.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's, you know, I don't know. I think you're right, Sheed. Like, it's definitely, you know, they're tools. They're tools, and they can be used for good, and they can be used for bad. You know.
I mean, I think
like I get suckered into reading all these articles and shit all the time. I probably should be looking at booties and shit on the phone, but I read articles on nerd shit, and one was like, like the amount of information and stuff that you attain when you do your own research, you know what I mean? Like you learn from it, as opposed to, we got a generation of kids now that are relying on chat GPTs and co-pilots and shit like that.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? They're not doing any sort of research for themselves, so they're not retaining any of this knowledge. You know what I mean? They're getting an A. You know what I mean?
Right.
But not retaining any of that knowledge, and so these motherfuckers are getting degrees and they're going out into society. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know. It's scary.
Right. Then they get the experience. Yeah.
It sounds similar to a subject that we was talking about on our show like a couple weeks ago, and where these kids now, the way they're learning things and the way they're being taught, and they're learning so much stuff from AI and all this stuff, and they believing that it's true. Till at one point in our life, I hope I don't live to see it, 1 + 1 is going to equal 3, and nobody's going to be able to tell them it doesn't equal 3 because ChatGPT told them.
It's already happening.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever tells them that 1 + 1 is 3, so there's nobody to question that it's 3.
Yo.
So they're going to believe
It's
whatever
called
the
MAGA.
machine tells them.
Yo, like Donald Trump is president. None of that shit matters anymore, yo. Like
They've proven it.
Everything is fucked up, yo. Like up is down, left is over the hill.
Listen,
Like,
it goes back farther than that. You know what I mean? Like it goes back to when the state of California elected Arnold Schwarzenegger as their governor.
How about it?
You know
How about it? Right.
That wasn't a telltale of the time.
we had Reagan.
They went before that.
Nixon.
Reagan was in there. Yeah.
We had Nixon. We had,
Reagan was that original.
I think if we were to look, we are just the generation of old people talking about how bad shit is.
Exactly. That's what we turned into. We turned into the people.
Yeah, I mean, in some way, like I've been saying this for a while, right? Like I used to have this discussion with my mom and my dad and other people. Like they're like, the world is so bad. I'm like, the world is not any worse than it ever was. You just know about it instantly, right? You just have access to the information instantaneously. So, what you may not have heard until 6 o'clock or 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock news, and if it wasn't big enough, it may not have even made your local news. Now, you got 87,000 things happening at once, and it's just all right there in the palm of your hand.
all the time.
Yeah. So I mean, I think the access may be your ability to access has increased, but I don't really think the world has changed that much.
I like that. I'd accept that.
Man,
I accept that.
I think human beings have changed, dude.
Really?
Absolutely.
In what way?
I just think that we're so locked into other things that, you know what I mean? Like, there's just so many distractions. Like, I don't think people, and maybe it's just my experiences and shit, dude, but people don't fucking talk to each other no more. People don't say hi. People ain't, you know what I mean? You sit at the bus stop next to a motherfucker, dude, for 10 minutes waiting on a bus and not say a damn word. That's just fucking awkward to me. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
I could be sitting right next to somebody and say something. You know what I mean?
Up until I was 30.
That's rude. Yeah, that's rude.
I don't know. When I used to but see, before phones, I ain't gonna talk to I ain't talk to no motherfuckers.
But I would say that was my reality until I was 28 and moved to Virginia. When I moved to Virginia, people told me I was mean because I didn't speak to everybody. Now I speak to everybody, and everybody kind of speaks back. So I would almost argue that my experience with that has improved over time.
Yeah, mine is still the same.
It's geographic. It's
I don't speak to nobody.
That's cool.
You don't speak?
It's a Northeast thing.
But
Okay.
but when I go home now, I'm that odd dude out. Hey, how's it going? I'm like, yo, why is everybody looking at me like I'm crazy? I'm about to be robbed. Hold up, gear switch. You know what I'm saying? But I do like and maybe I just don't want to believe that the shit is doomed. So maybe I'm, half full versus half empty. But like I like the more I think about it, this shit's always existed. Like I don't think people are really any different. We just know how stupid they are faster.
Yeah, you can read the energy a lot easier nowadays.
You don't think we're different because of our access and reliance on technology?
Yeah, people are addicted to their distractions.
I think we're automatically different because of that alone.
But the television was the phone in the 60s and the 70s. The radio was the television in the 20s and 30s.
Right, but we've evolved from each of those moments.
But I think the people were still saying that's the devil, right? And it was just a tool.
You're right.
So I don't necessarily think I think our ability to consume information has increased. I don't think we are any more or less evil than we've ever been.
Oh no, I don't believe that either. I think we're still the same. It's just like you said, the access is what it is. People have access to everything.
We're evolving rapidly with the technology, so we have more access to being more evil.
I don't think so.
Quickly.
I don't think so. We've been killing people since the beginning of time.
Yes, but we get more efficient with it. That's evolution. Because we create bigger and better technology to do bigger and better death.
But we've been doing a good job at death for well over.
I'm not debating that, but we're getting better at it. Like we started sticking motherfuckers with sharp things, right?
If we're saying planes fly faster now than they did 100 years ago, I can't argue that. I will agree with that. If we're saying the capacity of bombs today, if we're saying things like cruise missiles and heat seeking, so I guess that way
drones, right? AI controlled drones.
AI controlled drones.
There some people are now having carrier robots for baggage and shit. I mean, like there's a whole lot of things. Like, all right, this is me, and I'm trying not to veer off into my humans have this obsession with having servants mentality. Because I started talking about the carrying robots that carry baggage and shit for anyway. But again, like we're evolving to be more destructive, more efficiently. We have, like, you got to remember, like once upon a time, you had to either be on the continent you were on, and that was it. And then eventually we found boats, and then we eventually made planes, and then and now like we're just everywhere all the time. Like that's evolution. That's changing. Humans change because of that, because of our access to more. Like we have the internet. We've changed because of the internet. Like people's thumbs or pinkies are starting to grow differently because of how they hold their phones. That's evolution. That's changing. We're constantly changing because of our access to the things.
I won't.
We are less creative because of our reliance on AI. We are less able to retain information, as was mentioned before. Like these things, that means humanity is changing.
I don't know that I buy that. I don't know that I buy that. I will give you. I will concede.
What is the definition of humanity changing?
Good point, because that's a huge statement.
No, I will concede that again, access, and I'll even concede that technology has made us more efficient at being dangerous. But I'm still of the mindset that we were evil from the jump. So could I more easily kill everybody that's on this stream now, include myself? Absolutely. Right? I, in theory, have the ability to make that happen much easier now than I did 100 years ago. So if that's the point, fair, but my inclination, my want, my desire, the innate desire in me to want to do that type of damage has always existed. So I guess
I agree with that.
the ease.
Not debating that.
Right. I think we're probably talking about both sides of the same coin. Right. And I'll say your side's a bit more shiny. I'll give you that.
No, right. As if. I mean, because the other end of his was killing. We're better at killing. I mean, better at being distracted would probably open up.
There's a documentary that's called "Surviving Progression," and I don't think you can like it. I think the only place you can find it now might even be on YouTube. Let me see if I can find it real quick, and if I can.
Okay, surviving progression. What's the whole gist of it?
But it just it basically says like how we basically are doing the same things over and over. We're just getting better at it, but we're not progressing as a species. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How much further could we go?
Well, I think the human consciousness.
Great fucking question.
No, I'm not saying that sarcastic. Like, I hope that.
No, that's a great question. I agree.
Like, I know. It's hard to be serious when you're an asshole all the time, so I had to clarify that.
No, that is a great question. Yeah. All right. Shit. As far as I'm concerned, ain't moving nowhere.
Like, so Cayman had his parent-teacher conference today, right? And I look at Cayman, and I think about me in second grade and just the differences in how we view, like, when I was in second grade, I was taking a cap gun to school. Like, I definitely was probably one of the people they was building a jail for. Like, oh, yep, he's going. Like, yeah, get the jail started. You know what I'm saying?
Cap gun. Damn, that's a throwback.
But like, Cayman's teacher, like, I picked him, like, when I got there, he started bouncing down the hall. His teacher's like, I don't see this side of him. I'm like, well, this is the after 5 Cayman. This is all I see, right? But my point is simply, like, Cayman's got an iPad. Cayman also goes outside to play. On his iPad, it's extremely controlled. Like, we're literally having discussions this week about an app that he wants to get that will allow him to kind of chat with some of his friends, and like he's presenting arguments on why he feels he should have it, right? I gotta be honest, he made a pretty compelling point last night. He almost caught me, but I had to, because I said so, damn it, I had to resort to that bullshit. But so I mean, and yeah. I don't think he's emblematic of the entire generation, but I think there is a place for all of that. They learn on iPads. Do I like that? Nah, I kind of wish they had a book, right? They don't. So we have to, as his parents, make sure he's in tune with what's happening, but also understands that there's this other world over here. You know what I mean? And so he's got to play in two worlds, where one of those worlds didn't even exist when I was coming up. You know what I'm saying? So in that way, I'd argue that maybe to Q's point, he's way more advanced than I was at that age. But he's a lot less likely to punch somebody in the face than I was at that age. Right. And I think that's my evolution as a parent, not his capacity to want to punch somebody. It's me not doing the you rather fight him or fight me, but helping him understand there's more than physical is not the only way to resolve a conflict. You know what I'm saying? So
the chicken flipping eight sideways.
Yeah, versus the whole go outside and fight him. I mean, that's how shit.
That was
That's
like,
how
yeah,
that's
was
how
the,
I grew up.
right.
My grandma would
that's
tell
how I
you,
grew.
take your ass back outside and go fight, nigga. What are you doing in here?
Yes.
Like, you better not run from nobody. Why are you running?
Yep.
And
If
now
you
now I
come in this
will
house, I'm gonna beat your ass.
I will
Like,
admit
Yep.
I will admit
Mhm.
I do worry
But
that
they don't show you how to turn that off though.
Exactly.
But and the other problem is everybody's not getting that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so me trying to reason with you is only gonna get me so far if you don't understand civil discourse. You know what I'm saying? And that's a I've got this concept for a project that talks about all of this stuff, yo. Like, yeah, it because it's been kind of heavy on my mind lately. You know what I mean? But it's I just think that the access is
the access. Because the more technology we get, I mean, I still can't turn on the TV and watch the Bulls because I got to get NBC app to watch the Bulls game on Thursday, and then to watch them on Saturday, I got to get the ESPN app. So I just listen to the shit on the radio, satellite radio, which is which brought me back to how my granddad used to listen to the Cubs and the Sox. I'm like, I like this. So now I just listen to shit on the radio. Football game is just as exciting, but it's kind of a throwback instead of jumping into the technology, trying to keep up on the pace. But with them controlling the technology, I mean, that's what probably was making people more frustrated than anything and shit. Algorithms.
Controlling the flow of information.
Well, now that I kind of feel will be interesting. You know what I mean? Like it. But again, I think it's a book we've already read. Being, you know,
it's true. But the thing to me is, the more they try to control information, the faster and faster they're going to bring along the revolution. Because people can only be tapped down for so long and told some bullshit for so long before they decide to just explode. And the more you try to control stuff, what happens is you control things and lock them down. And then you only tell them this information and that information, and that's all you're giving them. As soon as they hear something opposite of that, the natural inclination of the mind is to be curious. Is that true? What I'm hearing over here? And if you get any information that go ahead and coincide with that information that says, yeah, that's true, they've been lying to you all this time. Now that people want to stand up, like, what else have you been lying to me about besides that?
Very true. Yep.
It's interesting seeing the number of people that are waking up like that right now versus the ones who are doubling down and just like, yo, I'm staying stuck on stupid. The contrast is incredible to me. But the thing is, I don't know which stories to believe and which ones not to.
You can't.
So like they've got it distorted to that point now that no information is ever really trustworthy other than what you can witness with your own eyes and ears.
Exactly.
And even then,
I think that's where your ability to draw conclusions comes into play, right? Like,
whose conclusion?
But yours, right? It's yours, right?
Is it really your conclusion or something they gave you?
But I think again that your ability to take rational thought and come to a conclusion is a part of all of that, right? If I tell you the sky is red, if I tell you the sky is red, just because I said it's red doesn't make it true, right? But there are absolutely people that be like, well, he said it's red, it's got to be red, right?
A very large percentage of humans.
Yeah. So, and again, I don't. Like I'm in this weird space now where like I don't know what fight I want to fight. You know what I mean? Like it's
same.
You,
like what's the right role?
Like how many different ways can I prove to you that you're stupid? Like it's.
But here's the trick: there is no right road. That's the trick.
I agree, and it really to me, it's where where do you want to land on the scale, right?
True.
And
Whose scale?
but I like at some point you just have to accept that what is right. So the world is the world, right? We're not going to change that tonight, right? So of the things that are happening, how do you best control what you can control and all of that, right? So I feel like my daughter is equipped with the tools to receive information, decipher information, and make a rational decision based on the things that she's seen, heard, learned, experienced, right? I think she's smart enough to know that, two things can be true at once. I have to prepare Cayman for that, right? And what I have to prepare him for is going to be even different than what I had to prepare her for, which was different than what I had to be prepared for, right? But the key to me is not telling you what to think. It's kind of helping you understand how to think, right? I don't want you saying, well, my dad said so, it must be right. I want you saying, Dad, but is that really what happened? Or help me understand that more. You know what I'm saying? So that to me is how I can kind of control what I can control, and hopefully it branches out from there. You know what I mean? Now, I will gladly engage with somebody with a differing opinion, and not even necessarily with the hopes of changing their mind any longer, but just saying, there is more than one way to view this.
Yeah, you can rationalize, deduce, problem solving.
Also teach them to be independent.
Yeah,
like
yes.
I don't. You don't have to follow the crowd, and you're allowed to disagree with me, by the way, right? You don't.
I want that. I encourage that. Please disagree.
Oh yeah.
Because Dad said it doesn't necessarily make it right, and my daughter, she really understood the assignment. She'll call. I'm like, I ain't like, hey, I need to talk about this. Like, motherfucker. But I know. Hey, I'm glad she still believes I have some answers, or at least I'm a good sounding board. You know what I'm saying? But I also don't want her just being like, well, it must be because they said it was.
Yeah, well.
You know what you do for me? You just gave me the end. Like I'm comfortable that you really articulated a lot of where I am, or helped me understand where I'm getting in a lot of ways, and that the fight is against myself with this shit now, because nothing I do is going to change anything outside of me right now. What I can change inside first, so I can figure out how to manage this bullshit, is the most important. And how to be resilient and how to manage this is the most important thing first, and then how to make sure that I figure out how to at least impress the best of that upon somebody else, maybe in a helpful way. But trying to take any other steps, man, feels like that shit is just draining, and it's just killing me faster, man.
Yeah, because you're trying to figure out something that you don't have to figure out, like Kurt just said. Yeah.
If nobody else wants it that bad, why do I want it so bad?
I mean, like you were saying earlier, I feel like it does make me smarter, because I'm only interested in a handful of things. I still interested in the Tupac murder, so I'm still staying in my frame of what I'm into. I mean, if it did start pulling me in different directions, then I would say, yeah, the social media would be, gassing me up. But, outside of hip hop, sports, and everything else, like fucking, what was it, 6 presidents before George Washington is trending now and shit. You can like, okay, that's interesting. You can dig into that. I mean, that's a nugget, but probably more of a frame of reference when you probably writing. See, because all this stuff for me personally kind of goes into whatever might come aboard for us, you know, like creating and shit. To put that out there to teach whatever may happen. I don't know. Because it does put stuff in perspective a little bit more.
I just laugh a lot because I'm like, yo, we've been telling y'all they've been lying for years, and now all of a sudden, now you down, now you believe it. But it's like, it's you know, kind of
not our fight.
It was my NFL theory, right? Like I, you know, we agree for the wrong reasons.
Better fit it anyway.
You know what I mean? Like we're agreeing for the wrong reasons. So now you think like this dude, and I was proud of myself today. So this dude in a group I belong in was asking about a car. And I thought he was trying to cop one. So I sent him a message like, yo, mine is for sale. If you are serious, shoot me a DM, I'll get you the information. So he replied like, no, I'm trying to sell one, but the person that was buying it, that was a question they had. So blah, blah. I was like, all right, my bad. I was like, if that was in your original post, I missed it. He replied, it wasn't. I was like, all right. Well, I just wanted to clarify where I was standing at, because I know in some of these groups, people can be rude. I just didn't want it to come across in that way. He's like, oh, no, I'm not easily offended like some of these soft liberals. And I was like,
hey, how are you, sir? Right, look at that. Gut shot.
I would reply, good thing I'm not liberal.
Gut shot.
I instantly wanted to take that somewhere. I'm like, you know what? It's not even worth the fight. You know what I mean? I just, you know, I don't have to engage with this dude. Like, I don't. Like, you're buying the car, no hell, fuck you. But
and was it somebody else's intention to get you fighting with this dude?
Yeah.
Well, it was the dude I was interacting with. Maybe it was his intention. I don't know.
Right? No, I'm talking way down the line.
I'm with you. But I mean, so I can't claim the social media don't get me, because I'd be ready to help you understand how.
Right.
And it doesn't mean I don't acknowledge the shit is fucked up. Like, for real, like, it doesn't mean that I don't acknowledge the shit is fucked up and that I don't want something different. It's just that the standard approaches and the approaches I know of ain't yielding shit but stress for me right now. And I need to figure something else out.
Herb said something early this year. And I should probably revisit with him and ask him if he, you know, if he's still in the same place or what. And my guess is he probably is. But the meat and potatoes of what he was saying was, you know, all of the great empires have fallen, yet they all still exist. You know what I mean?
About that.
And I didn't really want it to be that simple. But I definitely understood where he was coming from. But if you do look at it that way, it probably does put it in a slightly different perspective that's easier to kind of digest. See what I did there?
Yeah. I mean, you know, our focus right now, man, is really on where in the world is peace. Like, we live in a place where the world is shrunken digitally, but that it hasn't shrunken physically. And, you know, where there's a will, if there's something that I really want, I'm gonna get it. So, I mean, I don't have to die here. So that's part of it. I don't want to abandon anybody who wants to do something else, but right now I don't know anybody that wants to do anything but argue and fight with each other verbally. So I don't know what else there is that I can do here.
When you say where is peace, do you mean like a physical place on the planet where you may be able to
where I can walk outside and may not have to think about dumb shit that annoys me in the world where I am now. And it may not exist. This may be the place where it has to be, where I have to find that peace. Like I'm open to the fact that may be where it is, but right now, like partially maybe because of the too much media consumption, I'm not feeling at peace here.
I feel that.
I always say my peace is resting with me.
Yeah,
I
think of that too.
It's inside, but I mean, I when I think about that shit too, I think about my kids. I think about what their life is and what the decisions they have to make if they want to have kids. Like it's just sometimes I can get too existential. I think, or sometimes my thoughts just take me too far beyond things I can
you ever
control.
Seen that? You ever seen that movie K-Pax with my man Kevin Spacey? You think? Yeah. Remember he came from the other planet and wonder why humans were so wrapped up in their own kids and people's this and people that. He's like, yeah, I had a kid and it was something, but it was just the whole of us attaching ourselves to these responsibilities, which is a traditional thing more so than anything else. You can totally be free if I wasn't worried about my Isaiah, my cousin's kid and all that other stuff, but it creates that. And sometimes we do go out and looking for that. Hey, cuz, what you want? Hey, I'm about to pull up on you. Well, pull up on you. Now you're inviting me into the responsibilities of your life and the things that you have, your concerns. Not that I don't want to hear about them or, maybe I can give you some advice on it. But for the most part, I try to keep it pushing toward my end of things if it's not going the same direction. And it's okay if people not going in the same direction. I've learned, still learning. It's like, all right, cool. We might just pass somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So
what that brings to mind for me is the conversation earlier. I'm sorry, man.
What's that?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying that movie was monumental to me.
I'm gonna watch it, man. Thank you for bringing that up, man. It sounds interesting. It brings the part of the conversation earlier where we talking about how humanity has changed, and I'm feeling like societal standards are changing because of a whole bunch of things, but it's probably a rabbit hole to even name one. But in a sense, I think from being a communal society, for whatever reason you want to name, we're definitely kind of like Bobby was saying, we're becoming more isolationist. We're in many spaces, we're less communicative, but then also like in She's world, it sounds like he's moving and shaking and talking to every human being he touches or whatever. So I think also a lot of it might just be perspective and reality and our own personal expectations, man. Or at least that's how I'm rationalizing it in my head, man. And it's helping me get less and less attached and less bothered by other shit that's going on. Just realizing that my attachment to it is where the biggest problem lies for me, at least right now, or has been.
I mean, I think that's a good stance. I agree with that. That's a good stance for sure. Because everybody's perception is different. You know what I mean? You can have, you can have 10 people read the same fucking book, even though they're all reading the same book. They come out with something different.
Different understandings. You know what I mean? Yeah, because it's all shaped by your lived experiences, right?
Yeah.
Kind of what you've seen and known. So yeah, and I think
some people might not even read it. Some people gonna tell you something on purpose, change the story on purpose just because they want to be a a-hole and shit. Like, all right, come on, man.
First off,
it didn't mean that.
Stop putting my business in the streets. I mean, I think again, it's almost like education, right? There's these schools that most of us have access to, where we're being taught how to work, right? And then there's this other set of education and schooling where they're being taught how to own us that work, right? And we're sometimes thinking we need to be more communal, and over here, this is your circle, right? Fuck all that. Right, so, and I could be wrong as two left shoes. I don't know, but
That sounds very similar to the way I view the world.
At the end of the day, it's GRYSKLL, bitch.
GRYSKLL, bitch. Yeah.
2 left shoes fit on 2 left feet. That's all. You know what I mean?
Man, I'll tell you one thing, man. If nobody else has songs, or if we only got a couple more to go, man, this has satisfied my hunger and craving for the whole McCain shows Palin thing, like how to figure out how to close it up and button it up. I mean, I think there's some resolution coming to some hearts here that I don't think I've heard in the past year. And at least I think I've come through to a better resolution, at least in my own heart, partially through the conversations and just hearing other perspectives. And I don't hear them other than here, man, except media. So this is why I get real other perspectives. So I appreciate y'all for that much. At least in terms of myself, I feel comfortable with, where I am, at least on it now. And I feel like I support anything else anybody else wants to do if anybody else wants to. But if not, I'll start figuring out what, if anything, to do next.
Yeah, man, because this shit gonna happen anyway. Like, I believe the cartoons. When they said robots and hovercrafts, I'm like, holy shit, I won't be around to see any of this shit. But now we are around to see. When they had the TV watches, I mean, I was trying to get one of those, the Casio, the phone that you can flip and actually see somebody's face. Like, I love the technology of it. Like,
I want the Total Recall hologram watch, dude.
Ooh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
I gotta get it. I gotta get it.
You gotta get it. And like hanging around so many old people, like my grandmother, my mother, my uncle, and you go over there, they'll be watching Gunsmoke, Perry Mason for 3 hours. I'm like, shit, why don't we start watching some of our old shit? I mean, we not as old as those older people, but shit, what's wrong with us watching Family Ties? This, right? We watching Family Ties, Growing
Pains. Does that mean y'all don't still watch Golden Girls? Y'all
Thank you for being
like my I watched that. I watched MASH.
Ooh.
Yo, does anybody remember Hardcastle and McCormick?
Yes, dude!
God, that was my shit.
Yes.
That was a kid car.
I thought I was the only one.
That's a
no. I used to watch it at my dad's house. That used to be Hardcastle McCormick night was the shit.
What about?
I still remember when I lost the fucking Hot Wheel. I lost the Hot Wheel.
Can you